second graders, I just wanted to do a quick review on how to determine the lesson or the big idea in a book. As we read books, we always need to be thinking, I wonder why this author wrote this book. It's usually to teach you and I and any other reader a lesson, so that if the things that happen in the book ever happen to us, we might know how to handle that situation. On this sheet, you see a lot of big ideas that are often in children's books. These aren't the only lessons in children's books, but they are representative. You can always come up with your own lesson as well. Now remember, the lesson that I say is almost in every book, and we want to try to avoid and think a little bit deeper, is this whole be kind to others. That could be the lesson in almost any book. So we only use that as a last resort. Let me give you an example from a book that I know that we've read. The book was Pigsty. And in Pigsty, Wendell's mom wanted him to clean his room, and he really didn't want to. And so she said, fine, your room, your mess. Well, what happened is that toys started piling up in Wendell's room. And actually some pigs came and moved in his room and made a huge mess. Well, then Wendell went back to his mom and said, Mom, will you help me clean my room? And she said, oh no, that's your responsibility. So here's what Wendell did. Wendell got brooms and dustpans, and he handed out all of the cleaning supplies to the pigs and asked the pigs to help him clean his room. They did, and the room got cleaned up very quickly. I remember the words in the book were, many hooves make for light work. And as we were reading that book, we talked about, what might be the lesson? And I remember that we talked about when we all pitch in to do something, it's easier and it gets done more quickly. So in the book of Pigsty, I might say that the lesson was teamwork. If I were writing about it, here's how I would explain it. In the book, Wendell's room was a mess. So messy that it would be difficult and take a lot of time for him to clean up on his own. He asked his friends, the pigs, to pitch in and help him. The pigs did, and the room got cleaned very quickly. I think the lesson of the book is teamwork, because the pigs helped Wendell clean his room. Again, just a review on how we might determine the lesson of a book. When I was talking about the lesson, remember I had to talk about what part of the book taught me the lesson before I actually said the lesson. When you're doing your assignment today, make sure you remember that. Tell the part of the story that taught you the lesson first, and then tell the lesson. Hope this helps.